All right, guys, we're back, and we just set up a little platform here and drive off a little flake. Not going across the piece. We're just cleaning that up a little bit. Okay. All right. So now that we drove some off here, I'm gonna raise the edge a little bit more, like this. And we'll drive some the other way. So now I've lowered that platform there. I'm not sure if it's focusing. It's kind of bright out here. So probably start here where that thickest portion is. See if we can't drive a flake off there. And I could feel it. Just didn't support it enough, you know. And that happens. It happens. Quite thin in here, and I just didn't support it enough. There was a little inclusion, you know. That's a little bit of the cause of it, but most importantly, it was thin, and I didn't hold it, you know, good enough. And that's okay. Let's keep working it. All of that had to come off anyways, so no worries. This is going to be a smaller point, just a bird point. That's okay. Like I said, this is some lower grade Alabama coastal that was heated a little less than what it should have been. That's okay. It's important to kind of see your point in here. From what I'm seeing the tip up here and the base down here. So let's see if we can roll with that. I didn't do quite what I wanted. That's okay. I'm kind of switch to indirect percussion here. Seems to be the best option. I know it's out of the sun. Maybe you can still see it. Hope so. Maybe you can see it there. Try to scoot in a little bit. I'm not driving this one far, just a little bit. There's not much of an edge there to do much with. Nice removal there. Good removal there. Take it. So let's see. See if we can shake this up. Make a nice point. There's a little bit of a hump there. Hopefully I got enough convexity out that we can drive that off. And we did. Did actually ran all the way across the piece for the most part. It's good. So now just shaping it up, you know, that's fairly easy to do. And just drive a flake here. It's some interesting material though. It was brown before it was heat treated, and it's still brown. Some of the higher quality portions near the cortex turn red, and they flake quite a bit better. But some of you may be asking, you know, Jake, why are you still using a bopper? And you can do both. Mainly I'm doing it so you can still see what I'm doing. Down here it's kind of difficult for you to see, I would imagine. Just going for a birdie, nothing special. Drive this one in a little bit. Okay, went all the way across. Nice. Like I said before, you know, if the platform isn't there, then and I just want to keep on a roll, then I'll just hit high on it. I'll hit high on the platform, and usually it'll always dry, depending on your material. That one ran nicely. Just thought I'd start indirect now and go ahead and notch this point, just turn it into a little birdie. Some tough stone, might have to go indirect, and that's okay. There's my bopper. All right, start on the other side. Clean it up a little bit. Normally I'd use like a little a smaller tool for notching, but this one not too particular with. Doesn't really matter to me. Just looking to get a little point. Nice little point that can be shafted and used by an Indian. And most points were relatively thick, you know, surprisingly. You know, they needed thick points to be able to make sure it held up over the long run. Go for a Bolen Bevel. So make a nice little bowline. So is this perfect? No. And that's okay. Won't always make perfect points. But definitely something that can be used. I'm trying to put a little bevel on there. And one more time on this side. We'll call it through. All right, so we got a little bit of a bevel. Like I said, this isn't perfect, but it's a point. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's fairly thick. Can be shafted. Has some relatively deep notches, deep enough notches, I should say, and decent little point. Here's some other points that I've made in the past. A little Broward point, made that a couple days ago. Had some inclusions from Strawberry Fleck from here in Dothan. Made a little birdie from my latest trip to England. Here's a nice little Abbey point that I made. Relatively sharp, out of Chattahoochee flint. Came from a flake, as you can see. Beautiful display piece. Made some others. Boggy Branch type 1, even though it's kind of small. Relatively thin, from Coral from Florida. Just a practice one I made the other day. Lead better out of obsidian. But anyways, made a little Clovis the other day. Not perfect, but decent enough. Anyways, appreciate y'all tuning in. Trying to make a video as often as I can, but anyways, this is the one for today. Thanks for watching.